For the standing hip shift, we have two variations that we can choose between. One is going to be both feet are on the floor, and then the other will be one foot is elevated. As we do the standing hip shift, what we're trying to focus on is finding a shift within the hip. So I want to find more internal rotation, where I think I'm rotating the pelvis on top of the femur. So this leg is more internally rotated, while this leg is more externally rotated. And then I want to be able to shift to the other side. So can I find this internal rotation on both sides? Some things that can be helpful to think about is think belly towards thigh. Sometimes that helps to find that more internal rotation. And then also think drive the hip crease back. Can be two things to think about as we're doing this movement. So to start with just a standing hip shift without the feet elevated, I'm going to focus on internal rotation in this leg closest to you. So I'm going to think straighten in this leg as I shift this hip crease back. I'm going to feel a stretch here in the hamstring and then also a stretch here in the outer glute. And then I'm going to think shift here. I can take a really big inhale to feel this back pocket more to this side of my body. Expand and lengthen in that pelvic floor. And then exhale, I can come up and then switch sides. So I'm going to think drive that left hip crease back now. Feel a more stretch in this left hamstring and glute. Big inhale to feel that back pocket of the pelvic floor on the left side lengthen and stretch. And then exhale, come on up. So inhale, drive the hip crease back. Feel that lengthening in the stretch. Exhale to come up. And then switch sides. So we're going to think straighten in this leg as I drive that hip crease back, reaching for that opposite foot. And then I can think push the chest away to find more expansion in this left back rib cage, and then switch sides. So big inhale, drive the hip crease back, reach for the opposite foot. Think push the chest away for more expansion in this right posterior rib cage, and then coming back up. If I want to emphasize it, I can elevate the foot. That's going to be finding more internal rotation. So this is going to be chest to one side at a time because I won't have the opportunity to switch sides. So I'm going to think drive this hip crease back. It's going to intensify it a little bit more here in that hamstring. This is also going to really shift that hip higher. And then same thing, I can think reach, drive the chest away. Big inhale to feel expansion in that back, also into that pocket. So we have this diagonal expansion that's happening. And then exhale, I can come up. And then inhale, drive back. Or I can stay down here for 5 to 10 breaths. So I can think big inhale, exhale, big inhale, exhale. So it's up to you. We can either shift as we come up and down, or you can just maintain that position the whole time.